Come vibe with the tribe. Kirby, what up, though? I'm breaking it down, ground. I'm working my way up. You a way stuck, get your weight up. You're looking for pay, cuz I want all of my peoples to wake up. Sleep, Frank Ocean, dig, peak. This not a method of week. Fools, choose. I'm making a break of the rules. Fools, choose. It's the I'm busting the moves. I wake up like this, blessed. Everything else just a test. Stress was created for licking the less. I'm with the guards, yes. Fact, me and Kirby finessing the beat. 10 toes, M.I.M. we reppin' the street. I am the chief, this is the tribe. I need the different electrical side. Come get you a vibe. This is my land, is my only reply.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, G, what up? Yeah. Bag in my bag, no book for the papers. Ain't got time for my bitch, cause I'm running up the papers. Just like that I keep the flavors, from the lows to the highs. Make my niggas elevated. Say you got motion, but you niggas just talk. Big dog in the yard, and you bitches just balk. Look me in my eyes, say it with your chest when you talk. Boys do what they can, and men do what they want. Break that shit down, half O's to the pounds. Put my thoughts to action, Jackson's niggas like the stunt a different fabric. Magic happen, pulling rabbits out of hat. Trick you out to life, Houdini, Lord Janie couldn't bring it back. Niggas be capping, say whatever when they rapping. Tell your life story, and what really fucking happened. I can see clearly now that the rain is gone. Actions to my words, you can see me here when they play my song. Forever do the man. And Ladybug, yeah, love is love. Loyal to my children, family first, and putting my heart in every verse.
It's a whole lot of talking. Fuck is they talking about though? You're big MRM WRW Mafia.
Dark side.
Come vibe with the tribe. Kirby, what up though? I'm breaking it down, ground. I'm working my way up. You a way stuck, get your weight up. You're looking for pay, cuz I want all of my peoples to wake up. Sleep, Frank Ocean, dig, peak. This not a method of week. Fools, choose. I'm making a break of the rules. Fools, choose. It's the I'm busting the moves. I wake up like this, blessed. Everything else just a test. Stress was created for licking the less. I'm with the guards, yes. Fact, me and Kirby finessing the beat. 10 toes, M.I.M. we reppin' the street. I am the chief, this is the tribe. I need the different electrical side. Come get you a vibe. This is my land, is my only reply.
Yeah. Yeah, G, what up? Yeah. Back in my.
Yo, what's the vibes, tribes? This is I Can't Make This Shit Up podcast with myself, BigChief, not the little one, G the Star Flower, melanated god of love, and my goddess, Aquarius goddess. And y'all know the vibes, man. You hear me? It's Monday. Y'all know I like to kick the week off the right way, the correct way on my end anyway. You hear me? And sometimes, in my world, that's all that matters, you know? But it's OGTalk. This is where you sit back, relax, smoke your little weed, drink your little drink, and listen to our OG talk. You hear me? Especially one that has made it outside of the program. You hear me? You know, and actually saying, you know, those sides of the track. I'm going to say those sides of the track. I ain't even going to say both sides. Those sides, because there's more than two, if you ask me, you know. So one that's seen those sides of the track versus somebody that hasn't, because there's a lot of brothers out here that haven't, that's so-called, up there or whatever, and, they be spreading it, That shit is like a cancer. I promise y'all. Y'all don't even see it. I be ducking and dodging that shit. You hear me? Like, what? You got him. You ain't gonna get me. I'm out of here. You hear me? Like, my energy doesn't even allow me to stay in certain rooms, but for so long. You know what I'm saying? And if I do, I already got that shield up to the point, shit don't affect me. You are what you entertain. If motherfuckers just can take heed into some of the words that I've been presenting to y'all, I promise y'all, life would be a whole lot differently. But everybody want to think they know everything. That's the crazy part. I was just on my brother's live. Shout out to my brother Chief AB and shit. And I mean, I've been saying this for the last few days because all the lives that I've been getting on, with people of age, I'm not going to say grown. Shout out to my brother King Icon. We're not grown, we're growing people, because to say that you're grown would mean you done all the growing, and nobody has done that. So we can't say that. But anyway, people of age, that's conducting themselves as children on these social media platforms. And I'm like, okay. At first, it's like, all right, whatever. Now it's just becoming a lot of it. Like I said, this shit is like a cancer. Like it really spreads. Like I be watching it with my own fucking eyes. I watches this cancer get spreaded right in front of my fucking eyes. I watch the people get affected by the cancer. And I be like, damn, you too? Every time. It never fails. Like I said, man, but I get it. I have a clear understanding of it. I know my mission. I've been witnessing so much of this shit that it's only right that I have a clear understanding of it. Fuck are you talking about, man? Only a dummy gonna allow shit multiple times. You crazy? Once I see it once, I got a clear understanding of it. You hear me? Now it's up to me whether I want to entertain it or not. Once I see it, you know, then I become the fool. But I choose not to play that role, you know. But tonight's topic, I have a dream. I changed it into a reality, man. Well, I turned it into a reality. I made it. Well, I said it in the captions. I made it a reality. Right? It's all the same thing. But it's a lot that our brother Mr. King has said during his presence within this universe that was most definitely a part of our true mission as the collective, as them true wild Indians, the aboriginals of this land. That's definitely our true mission within this world, you know. Everything that brother was saying, but once people get caught up into other things when it comes to, that other side, that's when things start going left. And, we've witnessed that with everybody. Peace and love, my goddess. We've witnessed that with a lot of them. A lot of the so-called leaders of the so-called black race of people. Um, we've witnessed the same exact things happen. Same story on all ends. Peace and love, my sister. Shout out to Good Vibes Only. I got my goddess and my sister in the building. I appreciate y'all. We've watched these things happen multiple times with all of these so-called leaders of the so-called black race, right? Get taken away from here. Um, Me personally, I've said multiple times that the problem is we like to broadcast things too much. We want to televise everything. We want to brag and buck our chests out about everything, you know. Let motherfuckers know what it is, what it is. You hear me? Ignorant nigga mindset. But you know, yeah. That's a very big reason. And the reasons why these organizations fail, these situations fail, these plans fail, these buildings collapse, because I've watched multiple buildings collapsed along my journey. I'm gonna say the last 10 years. I've watched multiple buildings collapse. Fuck is you talking about? That's because y'all got too many motherfuckers walking up in that bitch empty-handed. Niggas ain't got no tools. Nigga ain't got a nail, a hammer, nothing. But talking about coming over here building with you. What? Half of y'all ain't even built within yourself. Like, all right, man. I get in that. I get into that at the end. But you know, as I was saying, as far as these leaders that we've had that represented the black, so-called black race of people, you know, the same situations occurred, you know. So it's like I be building with a lot of my African brothers and sisters over here on TikTok. Shout out to them. I love every last one of y'all, right? And yesterday I said to my brother, I'm like, man, uh the fact that, you know, people still entertaining program shit. Like, you know, like the arguing back and forth with each other. Like, oh my God, do y'all know how much it takes in order to be who you are? Like, to get outside of that programming, like that ignorant nigger mindset? Do y'all know how much it takes? Do y'all know how much it takes in order to do that? What? I speak it because I was it. Fuck is you talking about? Not know anybody? I'm a somebody to the somebodies. And that's not to throw my weight around, because I don't do that. But I'm just saying. You hear me? I'm one of those. I've been through it for real. Really lived that. Fuck is you talking about? Not just talking just to be talking. I walk my words around here. On all levels. Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. But I'm no one's leader, you know? I'm here to build with other leaders so we can lead together as one. That's been my fucking mission. Fuck is y'all talking about? Yeah, all right. And I don't mind sitting around for a lot of y'all until y'all able to get into that position. I already know your position before you know it. Fuck is y'all talking about? Why you think I'm around? I knew your position before you knew it, you know? You're a leader. That's why my bros used to get mad at me. Shout out to my brother Chief Breezo. And I'm like, man, look, I'm not nobody's leader, bro. Like, you know, I don't like that label at all, you know. Uh Someone that may guide you or be able to guide you along your journey, hell yeah. I'll accept that. But, you know, being someone's leader, you know, I'm definitely a chief, you know. I definitely have a tribe, you know. But, you know, everybody has their own set role to play within that tribe. That's what a tribe is, you know, a family, a group of people, you know, like-minded for real. But the growth plays a very big part in everything too, you know, and I have an understanding of that, but I see the growth, you know. Like I said, I be already knowing who people are before they do, you know. I'm just sitting back waiting for y'all to release those powers. Like I say all the time, we're gonna form like Voltron and fuck some shit up out here once that happens. Yeah, all right, you know. But I'll sit back and wait, you know, play my position until that day comes, you know. I've been doing it this long. I done spreaded my voice, you know. Now I'm just waiting for y'all to do the same. I'm just waiting for y'all to do the same. But, you know, for some, it may take a while, you know, as far as the growth and all of that. You know, some people still got to experience some things, and that's totally understandable on my end. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, once you see it and once you've experienced it, that's when the changes are supposed to automatically be made. You know, it's you're not supposed to repeat those cycles. You know, especially once you see what it is. You know, now it becomes a choice. So if you continue to entertain certain shit, you know that was a choice. You want to be a part of that. You know, you want to be a part of the goofies. I choose not to. You are what you entertain. I don't give a fuck how knowledgeable motherfuckers be claiming to be, all that, or whatever the case may be. You know, it's a lot of you knowledgeable, so-called smart-ass motherfuckers that be in a group of dickhead-ass niggas and weird-ass bitches. And I say bitch in my most disrespectfulest voice. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. You hear me? But these are things that I'm seeing every day, consistently on these social media platforms. Y'all be weird as shit. But I just sit back and I just be quiet, bro, because I've mastered how to shut the fuck up. Sometimes you gotta shut the fuck up, man. Like I said, you are what you entertain. So it's like if I jump in the mix of the weird shit, I become a weird nigga. No, we're not doing that. And they be trying to pull a nigga in that motherfucker. I promise you they do. They be trying their best to pull a nigga in that weird ass shit. Oh, hell nah. You got me fucked up. But I give y'all credit though. Peace of love, my sister. Shout out to Nether Boo. I appreciate you pulling up, sis. Peace of love, brother. But, you know, that all comes with it. You know, same way when you're in the streets and you conducting yourself as a street nigga, you got to accept what comes with being a street nigga. You know, shit go the same way over here in the spiritual world. You hear me? You got to accept what comes with that. And a lot comes with that. More comes with that, actually. But at the same time, it's not the same because once you've grown into a higher version of self, right? And you're unlocking those powers within, right? Situations, not even situations anymore. That shit go like I told my brother and shit, right? I said, bro, you could be in the midst of the situation, but not be a part of it. You know, like it could be right in front of me, but I'm not in it, you know, because I'll think outside of it while being in it and no longer be in it. That shit might sound crazy as hell to somebody else, but I'm only speaking based off of my experiences. These are things that I am literally doing as a god. Fuck is y'all talking about? These motherfuckers be on their platforms just talking, cause that shit sound good. Fuck you talk about. Like I said in my rap. And it's crazy, you know, it is Martin Luther King's birthday. Long live the king. Energy don't die on my end, but you know, somebody picked up that torch somewhere and pushing that same energy somewhere. I promise y'all that. But it's funny I said that in the rap is shit. But I've also spoken on that multiple times about somebody picking up the torch. You know what I'm saying? You know, whatever energy was being pushed, you know, we all got that one person, maybe two, you know, within our family bloodline that just had a certain type of energy. You know what I'm saying? And that was that energy that like really kept the family together, like that glue of the family. You know, I'm not trying to toot my own horn over here, but that was me. You know, and mine can vouch for this. So it ain't like I'm, you know, bragging or none of that shit. That's facts. You know, I'm still like that to the day. But, you know, that type of energy, if that person was to transition or whatever the case may be over to the other side, somebody's supposed to pick up the torch and run with that energy. Same with our brother, Dr. Martin Luther King, you know? Like I said, energy don't die. Somebody picked up the torch somewhere. It might not be in this room, but somewhere in another room or whatever the case may be, however y'all look at it. You know what I'm saying? Me, on the other hand, I just choose not to believe anything that was taught, you know? That's just where I'm at. with it. I believe what I've experienced. The powerful things that I've done within me. That's what I believe. You know what I'm saying? How can I believe something that I've never experienced? Like, what? Just because you're saying it so strongly, with an aggressive voice, I just supposed to be like, yeah, he's telling the truth. What? Y'all crazy, man. Y'all be out here believing anything, literally anything. Like, what? Oh, just because they got a lot of subscribers and followers and they dress a certain type of way and speak a certain type of way, it's like, yeah, he's the one. Y'all be looking at these motherfuckers at literally as if they're y'all gods. Like, and I ain't gonna bring up no names and shit, but I've been a part of some, you know, groups and all types of shit. I'm talking about people that y'all watch every day. You know what I'm saying? People that y'all still getting y'all knowledge from. I've been a part of groups and I've seen and witnessed some shit. So it's like motherfuckers that really sit around and wait for you to use your voice. Like it's like if you're not saying nothing, they're not doing nothing. Like what? What the fuck is going on here, bro? So like I said, man, I learn by living the experiences. You know, so when I speak it, obviously I'm speaking it for a reason. Like I witness shit every fucking day. My God is right here. She hears me on these lives and all types of shit, or even on the phone call. So it's like a lot of this shit I'm witnessing every day. Like I said, we still in it, but out it on my end anyway. Because I'm not outside of it. I'm still within this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But my mindset is outside of it. You know what I'm saying? So long as my mindset is outside of it, I'm not a part of it. Rather, it's I'm in it or not. Physically, mentally, no. You know, and these are things that I've done. You know what I'm saying? When I say think outside of the problem, and you won't be the problem, or a part of the problem, or it won't be a problem. Like however the fuck y'all want to put it. All I'm telling y'all is, as a true God and a true goddess, there are powers that can be shown. There's people around me that's connected to me that the same minds. Oh, I've heard me speak on things, and it actually happened. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I be hearing people speaking on this goofy ass shit, I'm like, okay, you know. I'm a very big observer. Like I said, sometimes it's very good to shut the fuck up and listen. Y'all better start listening to these goofy ass motherfuckers. You gonna catch it. You gonna catch them. I do it all the time. I'm like, damn, he was saying some shit until he said that. I'm like, okay. yeah, thank you, brother. You just let me know. I'll be happy as shit when I see it. I'll be mad when that shit stretches on. You know what I'm saying? Like they keeping that energy going for a long time. You hear me? Till that one day it comes. That's why you always hear me say, in due time, true colors will reveal themselves. But and it happens all the time on my end. But like I was saying, far as the leaders and shit, as so-called leaders of the black race of people. We all watched what happened. The Martin Luther Kings, the Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey's. Anybody that was defending the so-called black race of people, period, that was so-called on a higher level, the same thing happened, with the Kennedys and I guess the Abraham. I don't know. A lot of these motherfuckers is made up characters and shit, man. Like I said, I don't believe nothing that was taught. So I'm just speaking of what stuff supposed to have been. I might not even be saying it with everybody, but who gives a fuck? They're spelling words, man. I don't give a fuck about speaking correctly. What? Niggas in our city making up their own lingo. I can't speak it, but my God is listening to that goofy ass shit, and my sons. But you know, I look at it like shit. That ain't our original language anyway. So, to hear motherfuckers speaking in a weird way or using words incorrectly or whatever the case may be, who gives a fuck? These are spelling words. And it's English. I am not from England. I have never been. Don't want to go. I am comfortable on Milan. I am comfortable on Milan. But not to go off the topic. Far as these leaders and shit, right, y'all? You know, in the beginning of my journey, shout out to my brother, This Generation, Biggie Smalls, Larry Stacks in the building, big MRM WRW tribe. You know the vibes. You know it. Far as these leaders and anybody that knows me or then that been connected with me for a while know that I've been saying that since the beginning of my journey, that I am a true leader. I'm here to build with other leaders so we can lead together as one. Every last one of us are leaders. There's no one above anyone. You know what I'm saying? At all. You know what I'm saying? Like my brothers and all the homies were saying, the gang culture. Nobody bigger than the program. That's big facts. You know, but I'm speaking as far as our program. Our race, our culture of people, the program that our ancestors had. You know what I'm saying? And everybody ain't us. Like, y'all gotta have an understanding of that. Y'all be wondering why it be a lot of chaos on these lives and these platforms and shit, you know, because everybody not us. You know, motherfuckers be thinking just because a motherfucker so-called black man or a so-called black woman that they one of us. Motherfuckers running around here saying that they Indians just because they see other so-called black folks saying that they Indians. They ain't do the homework. They ain't do the background checks on their own bloodline of people or nothing. Don't know no trials, none of that shit. They'll just go off of what they hear other people saying. Start reading up on shit, maybe practice a little language or whatever. And now they just a part of that. That's what been going on in this world for the longest time. Fuck is you talking about? Motherfuckers been faking the funk out this bitch, man. Especially when it come to this social media shit. Man, I can bet my life a whole lot of these motherfuckers that y'all see on these social media platforms that be presenting themselves as whatever they're presenting themselves as is not like that outside of those social media platforms. I can promise y'all that. Trust me, because the motherfucker that really is like that, not even on social media. I know so many of them. My bros used to get mad as shit at me. You feel me? When I first started doing my what I was doing on the internet, which I never was, you know, a part of the goofy world. It's just the fact that they know how I get down, you know, me coming from where I come from and shit, and being a part of that, they just looked at it as goofy anyway. You know, no matter what was done outside of that, you feel me? They just felt like anybody that was entertaining that shit, you know. Not saying that I was, but you know, I get it. I get it. I definitely get it. But I had a purpose. I've always had a purpose, and I always understood my purpose. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always chose to still entertain certain things. You know, even still to this day, my voice is meant to be heard. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna continue to do that. But everything starts within, right? Like I was just telling my bros on shout out to my brother spiritual gangster damn, I will show you truth, and my brother Chief AB. We were just over there on Beagle and shit, you know. But I also said this to my brother, my African brothers and sisters over here on TikTok. It's levels to this shit. Like motherfuckers really have to do a lot to work within. Like you have to learn how to conduct yourself as what you are. Like we cannot be running around here bunking our chests out and these women with these attitudes and acting like you did. Like how y'all doing this and y'all not even doing the work within self to be what you are. Like, so in my world, that shit don't count, don't add up. Like, I just look at y'all the same way I look at these program motherfuckers. Like, come on, man. Like, don't throw that shit my way. You know what I'm saying? That ain't even me acting it like me saying this. A person would think that I feel like I'm bigger or I'm better than them. And I don't. I just know how bigger and better you are. And the fact that you're not choosing to show that becomes a problem for you, not me. I'm going to love y'all and accept y'all for who y'all are, regardless of what. But if I see and I know how your growth, how better of a you that you can be, and then I still see you once you, yeah. I'm like, come on, man. All right, it's cool. You'll get it. My brother get mad at me now. It's like it's funny because it's so many people, right? I'm talking about people that know me, know me, know me. My sister, shout out to my sister Miss Cheesecake in the building. Peace and love, sis. I appreciate you. It's so many people, right, that's connected to me that they know like this ain't like far as that friend love, like that truth of a friend, right? Cause you know, it's the difference from being a friend and being a homeboy, right? A friend gonna tell you what you need to hear. A homeboy gonna tell you what you want to hear. Period. They're gonna ride with all the goofy shit and all that shit. Not a friend, nigga. Like, man, fuck no. You stupid as shit and you dumb as shit for thinking I'm gonna go with your dumb ass. Fuck you talking about, nigga. You feel me? But I was always one of those type of friends that gave that voice to the circle. You know what I'm saying? So now that I've reached a higher level of self, and I'm coming on a whole nother angle and shit, they'll get mad, but then hit me back 2 months or 3 months later and shit, be like, bro, you was right. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't want to say it to you at the time and shit. But I say, bro, that's the pride issue right there. These are the things that people need to work on as men and women. Y'all got pride issues. I'm not afraid to tell a motherfucker if I learned something or they installed and something into me, or I started moving a certain type of way based off of something they said to me. Like, I don't mind telling a motherfucker that. You hear me? So motherfuckers need to kill that shit. First and foremost, that ego. Motherfuckers need to kill that shit. Like I said, it's a lot of fucking work that needs to be done within self before we can do any type of work together as one. Fuck is y'all talking about? I'm here, dude. You hear me? I got my feet kicked up. I'm waiting. I'm still creating, waiting. Not saying that I'm actually waiting, but the day that y'all do, reach that higher level, I'm right here. Tag you in. Let's get the ball rolling this shit. Fuck are you talking about? You know? But until then, I'm gonna continue to plant my seeds and do my building, you know? Because everything starts with self, you know? And if you ain't doing that work, you ain't doing nothing. How you gonna do for anyone else if you can't do for self? Make that make sense. Uh, y'all gotta stop celebrating these fake ass holidays and shit. Long live the king. I respect and love the brother's message that he was presenting for surely. You know, cause I'm pushing it the same way, literally. As far as the not seeing color and all of that, and the unity part, because when all people speak of unity, they just thinking all black folks and shit. You know what I'm saying? When that's not the unity, man. Like, do y'all know everything come from us? Like, we are the aboriginals. We are the first, Y'all don't know how many lives I be on with other so-called races of people that will tell you this. It's like, how the fuck do other races of people know more about you than you do? That's crazy. Somebody outside of your race know more about who you are than you do. And then y'all wonder why they put those labels on y'all as being ignorant niggas. I'm gonna continue to say that until I no longer see that. I can't wait to stop saying that. You hear me? I can't wait to stop saying that. Seriously though. But I'll tell a motherfucker like this. I'm gonna be here. I'm not gonna be one of those ones that speak on the change, and store it into people and just don't be around to see it. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna be a part of it. My voice and physically, I'm gonna be a part of it. But like I was saying, when it comes to these leaders, like you can't just look at. Man. I've been saying I ain't got no fucking president. That's no disrespect to the president, but I don't have no president. I'm my own fucking president. You hear me? What the fuck? Why am I like, why do y'all look up to people so much? Like, y'all look up to these people more than y'all do. Y'all put more into these people than y'all put into yourselves. Like, seriously, though. Like, y'all will be out here promoting them, campaigning for them, using your voice as this, like, what? Like, but yet you won't put that energy into nothing that you're good at doing. Like, you'll be wasting your whole life on somebody else's. Same within relationships and shit. Motherfuckers be having partners that want them to do what they want them to do. Shit, man. I'm down to help mine build whatever fucking business she want to build. Fuck you talk about. As long as the motherfucker got a plan, I'm with it. Fuck is you talking about? Now, if a motherfucker ain't got no plan, no goal, no nothing, no strive to do shit, man, I don't know what the fuck we talking about. I don't even know what we doing. I don't even know what we doing. You know? If you can't build together, you shouldn't chill together. Like, seriously though. But like I said, somebody's supposed to pick up the torch whenever one of our, great leaders or whatever the case may be, anybody that was somewhat powerful, period. I don't give a fuck who it was, a family member. Doesn't matter. Somebody was supposed to pick up the torch and kept that energy going. That's why we don't, man. It ain't no big mom. Ain't too many big mamas. It's a few. It's a few. I'm happy to be connected to some, especially my goddess grandmother. It's a few of them out here, but it ain't a lot. Yeah, it's probably a handful. You know what I'm saying? So, but the reasons why, because never nobody picked up the torch and carried on that energy. You know, even with our good brother, Dr. King, I feel like, I mean, he had children. I did hear his daughter using her voice before. I think she's a part of, well, I ain't even gonna speak on that, not my place. But y'all know, those who know. But yeah, I believe I heard her voice. It's like, it's a lot of people that's doing a lot of work behind closed doors. Shout out to my brothers and sisters. I love every last one of y'all wholeheartedly. You hear me? I'm gonna do the footwork on these social media platforms. You know what I'm saying? Until it's my time to come on, join the team. That day will come. You hear me? I'm ready for all of that. 10 toes down for all of that. I am prepared for the war. I promise you I am. What? Yeah, I'm talking about the right way of going about it. Yeah. 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 But in the meantime, in between time, I'm gonna just continue to use my voice, you know, to my people, for my people. If you choose to even, take heed to anything that I'm saying, you ain't got to take heed to all of it. All of it might not be meant for you. It's not meant to resonate with everybody, period. Everybody ain't going through, everybody doesn't have the same missions out here within this universe. So I don't expect a lot of you to relate to anything that I'm saying, but I know who I am. You hear me? And so do others. So do others. You hear me? Yeah, all right. I'll stand on that. But once we get it together, we could change the weather. I don't know what's the goddess name who video I posted and shit. That did the storm shit. Was making the motherfucking thunder and lightning go off out that motherfucker. I said, yeah, I was pumped up when I seen that shit. I ain't gonna hold you. I'll be excited from shit like that, cause that's like the powers being shown to me. Like some shit I did the other day. But it's like you speak on them, motherfucker just going, unless a motherfucker seen it for themselves, or just know, you know. But a motherfucker think you crazy speaking on certain shit. But I've definitely shown mines. Shit. I remember even before now, me and my daughters used to go to the fucking water in Dundalk. Man, one night, I don't know, we seen something to that motherfucking water, man. Like, but it was cool. It's like everything that I've witnessed, especially, being off the shrooms and shit. It's like the shit was cool. Like, didn't bother me or nothing, man. Like, you know, I don't consider nothing as tripping. Even if I'm tripping, I ain't tripping. Cause it's like I'm more on a spiritual level with this shit. A lot of these people be out here taking shit as a recreational drug, and it's not. You know, but whatever floats your boat. I'm not here to judge nobody. I can only judge self at the end of the day. But I want y'all to become that leader. I want y'all to become that Martin Luther King. I want you to have a dream. You hear me? I want you to turn that dream into a reality, as I've done. I don't even think it was ever a dream. I just made it a reality. Damn. What? Like, that ain't even no joke. Fuck is y'all talking about? It was never a dream. I just made it a reality. Literally. You know? But go do that. Let's all do that. Then that way, this world can actually be a better place. It's simple things that we can do for this world to be a better place. It's just, I don't know. I guess y'all don't like the simple way of going about things. I guess y'all like having the label of being ignorant niggas. I guess that y'all been doing the ignorant nigga shit for so long that it became normal to you. And then y'all just continue to spread that ignorant nigga shit on to the next generation, and then they spread it on to the next generation, and then they spread it on to the next generation. It's like those cycles that I speak about breaking. Y'all continuing. You hear me? Yeah, all right. Little cuz, shout out to my little cuz Elijah in the building. Peace and love, cuzzo. But, and then y'all speak about the problems and shit like that. Not even understanding that you are the problem. Literally. It's you, my friend. You can't be out here doing a bunch of fuck nigga shit and then speaking about the problems or whatever situation is going on within this world and shit. Especially when it comes to the gov or whatever the case may be. How the fuck do you even have the rights to even speak on that? Like, you are part of the problem. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, do y'all know how many people that I know personally that are a part of the problem but be speaking on the problem? Like, what? You don't hear it? You don't see your life? You don't see what you're doing out here? And you have the nerve? Yeah, all right. What's the word, cuzzo? Peace and love, bro. Like, you have the nerve, but, I don't speak. I just move differently. I mean, that's where I've been at with it lately, and it's been working for me. Like, because I used to be someone who was very direct as far as what my voice. If I felt some type of way about something or someone, you're gonna know that. Like, I'm directing it directly to you. On off internet, I was always with that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the growth. It's all about growth. You're not supposed to be the same as nigga. You're supposed to grow into a better version of self. You know? Like, we go through stages, we go through things along our journeys. It's meant for every last one of us to go through the things that we're going through along our journeys, but it's not meant for us to continue those things. It's meant for you to learn from those situations, those lessons. You know what I'm saying? Grow from it, have an understanding of it and keep it moving. But people choose to recycle shit, and that's the issue. That's the issue. Even with our brother, Dr. Martin Luther King. I say, look, what people be off of work. Are they off with pay and things like that? I believe so for some people, right? You know, on Martin Luther King's birthday. Why we can't have a Martin Luther King life out this bitch? Why can't it just be a MLK life? You know, since it's that big, I mean, why can't it just be a life thing? You know, you know, that's how it should be anyway. Fuck is y'all talking about, man? What? All the black folks, the black folks. Yeah, all right. They be making y'all feel so special. And y'all be accepting it. That's the crazy part. Like, y'all be accepting all that weak ass shit. I mean, some people, I'm not gonna lie, some of my people just taking advantage of it, which I would too. You know what I'm saying? I get that part. But I'm saying you motherfuckers that really be out here thinking that they actually doing something for y'all. Like, you feel like you're special. Because man, I just speak on some shit, but I'm not. Yeah, but I'll wait till my bro around so we can do that shit together. But shit be funny as hell, bro. Like I heard some shit today, like literally before I did this live. I'm like, whoa, what? Like you really said that? Like, whoa, okay, okay, okay. That's what we doing out here. And it's like people be standing on the fuck nigga shit. Like, what? Yeah, yeah. But life be life and the people be people and you heard me. You know, you can't change nothing but you. You can't change no one but you. You know, so stop trying to put energy into so many people or anyone outside of self, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just some advice from a wise one. You hear me? Like, seriously, though. You know, I'd rather you put that energy into you. You know, I promise you'll get a whole lot farther in life if y'all was to put that energy into self instead of putting that shit into everyone else. To my brothers, when they come to these females, y'all put a lot of energy. I'm talking about multiple women and shit type. That type of shit. Like y'all do what? Do you know how further in life you would be right now if you were to put that same energy into yourself? But you don't. Y'all will halfway do it with self, but do it 100% with someone else. God damn. That's crazy. And then you wonder why they call y'all ignorant ass niggas. Yo, don't disrespect my voice over there, sweetie. As many times as you broke down crying for my singing, bro. Yeah, don't do that on Bessie laugh. Stop playing with me. But, you know, y'all wonder why they call y'all ignorant N-words. You know, I get it. I don't even know why y'all don't get it. All y'all gotta do is stop being it, and they'll stop saying it. Do something different. All y'all want to be the same. Literally, it's a program. Shit weird. To the point of be like, a nigga don't even want to go outside if they don't have to. Literally. Cause I already know what I'm walking into. A fucking program. You're like literally, you're walking into it. As soon as you go out your fucking door. You know? But that's why you have to be someone who's really putting the work into self spiritually. You know, therefore it's like you can adapt to certain shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like you faking the funk or none of that because especially if you was once a part of certain shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you know how to move, you know. As a man though, you know, fuck anything outside of that. You know, because if you ain't, you know, conducted yourself as that, all them other labels don't even matter. They just labels. Okay. You want to be a label? How about you just stand out amongst all? How about y'all do that? Why is it so hard to do that? Why is it so hard for y'all to stand out? Why everybody want to be the same, dress the same, eat the same, go the same places? Y'all all at the same goddamn clubs every weekend. Y'all eat at the same restaurants. Y'all go to the same malls. Y'all wear the same clothes, same brand, like all of that. Like, What the fuck? And y'all don't see this. Y'all don't see that as a program. Y'all think that's normal. That's a problem. That's a problem. Yeah, all right. Hey, if you like it, I love it. I won't entertain it though, you know? Because like I've been saying, you are what you entertain, and me is no the fool, so I won't entertain the fools. I love you. I love you all wholeheartedly. That's why you always hear me say that shit, and I mean it. But me entertaining certain shit, no, can't do it. You know, that would be me contradicting myself. Like everything that I present out here, you know, that will make me a fraud. You feel me? If I speak and I speak about us conducting ourselves as men, women, doing this, doing that, not entertaining this, not entertaining that, but then turn around and do the shit. Like what? Now I done got caught slipping a couple of times, but I'll catch it. Like, you know, I don't even give it too much at all. You know, as soon as I'm like, all right, I'm just back completely away. I've learned how to shut the fuck up. I'll practice how to shut the fuck up because at the same time, if I entertain it, what? I am it. These are my words. So, you know, soon as they come my way, I'm like, all right. I'll be wanting to because I'm so used to having that you know that beast mode within me, and I'll be really with it though. Like that's what motherfuckers fail to understand. Like you know when a nigga was on that, nigga was on that. Like if that shit started on social media, trust me, it went outside of that. You know, on my end. There ain't no disrespect to nobody, you know. Past is the past, but I'm just saying. I wasn't one of those ones that was just presenting that shit on here or shit, you know, was like that on here. Like, you know, y'all don't even know how many fucking lines I've witnessed turn to mice out this bitch. Like, that. Fuck is you talking about? Like, what? Not him. That nigga was woofing on the net. Nigga in the same room with motherfuckers. Didn't even know they was there. Like, what the fuck? But, you know. And these are multiple situations. So I ain't just speaking on one specific person or, you know, somebody personally. I've witnessed these situations multiple times in multiple different areas because I've been multiple different places. Like outside of my own state, outside of my own comfort zone. I've been. And I was always the same motherfucker. Anybody in any state, any hood, any projects, wherever I've ever been, they will tell y'all that. That's why I said it's a difference from a motherfucker saying certain shit out their mouth, and then when you got somebody that's actually substantial that can vouch for the shit that you're saying, you know. And I know a lot of substantial niggas that I can vouch for the shit that they might say, for sure. But you know, it ain't a lot of those out here. There ain't a lot of those out here, you know. But love is love, man. I just wanted to get that off. Become that leader. Stop looking up to him. You know, put that energy into self. Stop sitting back waiting for him to talk. Stop sitting there waiting for her to speak. And use your motherfucking voice. You know, plant some seeds out here, especially once you've gained whatever information it was meant for you to gain, because everything ain't for everyone. Y'all gotta stop walking in other people's footsteps out here. They are not your shoes. You do not wear that size. Why do you got them big ass boots on your feet, sweetie? Why? Yeah, all right. Don't let that go over y'all head, though. You know, but a lot of people be doing that. Y'all be putting on other people's shoes out here. Them shit stink. Fuck is you talking about? Wonder why you can't walk straight. Bitch, they not your shoes. Wonder why you still stuck in the same position. Bitch, they not your shoes. Yeah, all right. Don't let it go over your head. But this was I Can't Make This Shit Up podcast with myself, Big Chief, not the little one, G the Starflower, melanated god of love. And my goddess, Aquarius goddess, who's in the building, you know. But this was OG talk. You know, my topic was what I said, I have a dream. I have a dream. I made it a reality, and of course, those who get it, know that I was speaking on self when I said that, even though this is MLK Day, whatever the case may be, but I was definitely speaking upon self, you know. But it was never a dream. It just straight became a reality for me. It's different strokes for different folks, But once you've reached that higher level of self, you'll get it. That's why I listen to everyone. I love all my brothers and sisters. I really do. And I see the potential in y'all growth. But when we speak highly of certain things, like you gotta be able to stand behind that all around the board. Like you can't just be that way at that time and then you doing this, other type of shit. No, it can't go that way. You gotta know how to conduct yourself as a man. You gotta know how to conduct yourself as a woman. Point blank period. Let's start there. Let's start there. Let's not go no further than that. And I don't give a fuck how old y'all are, because I know a lot of old, elder, dumbass motherfuckers out here. And that's not to put no labels on nobody, but I'm just saying. It's a lot of older motherfuckers out here that's loose-minded as a motherfucker. Lost as hell. Still act the same way they was acting when they was fucking teenagers. Fuck is you talking about? So, can we start there, my brothers and sisters? Can we start there? Learn how to conduct yourself as a man. Learn how to conduct yourself as a woman. Do the growth within self. And I guarantee you, everything else will just come. I'm speaking based off of experiences. If you do the work within self, like really, for real, make those changes, the shadow work, the gaze, the grind, the sun grind, like spiritual work, everything else will come. You ain't even got to look for it. That's why I be tripping off a lot of y'all that be out here seeking for information when it's called information. I don't need to keep speaking on that shit, man. But love is love, man. I appreciate everybody that pulled up, and everyone that's going to listen to the back. And I appreciate you as well. I love every last one of y'all wholeheartedly. Y'all know the vibes, man. I'm just here to speak my truth. And my truths are based off of my experiences from the life that I chose to live. You hear me? That's all, and that's it. It's not meant to resonate with everyone. We did not live the same lives, okay? We did not walk that. How Rick Ross said, nigga, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Y'all wasn't with me shooting in the gym. You don't know how to dribble this ball. Like, come on, man. All right. Love is love, man. Shout out to my tribe, big MRMWRW tribe. Shout out to my goddess, Aquarius goddess, and my 3 young star seeds. Shout out to my brother, this generation, Biggie Smalls, Larry Stacks was in the building. Shout out to my brother, Chief Thundy, my kid, my sis, Gifted, Baby Hair, goddamn, let me not forget, my sis, Fox, from down Chicago. Y'all know the vibes. These are tribes. Shout out to my cousin, Antoinette. Y'all know the vibes, man. Love is love. I ain't trying to forget nobody. That's why I really don't like saying people's names, because I'll end up, but y'all know the vibes. If y'all connected with Big Chief in any type of way, I love every last one of y'all wholeheartedly and keep on pushing the mission, Become that leader and stop looking up to one. You hear me? Big Chief, not the little one. You hear me? Mr. I woke up like this. Fuck are you talking about? Literally. All right, well, I ain't going.
Back in my bag. No book for the papers. Ain't got time for my bitch, cause I'm running up papers. Just like that I keep the flavors. From the lows to the highs. Make my niggas elevating. Say you motion, but you niggas just talk.
A whole lot of talking. Fuck is they talking about though? You heard me? Big MRMWRW Mafia.
Cooley was pulling up his shit. Cooley, what's the word, my brother?
Kirby, what up?
Man, I'm about to shut down now and shit. Shout out to my brother Cooley Cash, man. Dots the fuck up. Chicago in the building. You know the vibes, man. Love is love.
I'm breaking it down, ground. I'm working my way up. You a waste.
All right, brother.
You're looking for pay, cuz
I
I want all
appreciate
of my
you
people
pulling
to
up,
wake
though, man.
up.
We
Sleep,
gon' lock
Frank
in.
Ocean, dig, peak. This knowledge is meant for the weak. Fools, choose. I'm making a break of the rules. Fools, choose. It's the I'm busting the moves. I woke up like this, blessed. Everything else just a test. Stress was created for licking the less. On with the guards, yes. Fact, me and Kirby finessing the beat. 10 toes, M.I.M. we reppin' the street. I am the chief, this is the tribe. I ended the different electrical side. Come get you a vibe. This is my land, is my only reply.
Yeah, yeah.